Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or if you're new, welcome, just everyone welcome. And today is actually Friday, but I'm not uploading this on Friday, because I'm not ready to. I just need to edit it and film it and whatever, so it'll be up next week. But what I wanted to talk about is when we get frustrated, and what do we do when we get frustrated? Could be with God, could be with a family member, could be anything. So basically, I'm gonna share my story. I get frustrated a lot with God and a lot with other people, because sometimes I see things that they're getting that I would like to get to, whether it be just interactions with people, or interactions with celebrities, and just different things like that, right? And what I do when I get frustrated is I either write it down, or I just talk to God about it, and I'm like, listen, I'm frustrated. I have these feelings of jealousy, and I have these feelings of anger, and I don't know how to move past them. And you might be saying, why don't you talk to your therapist about it? Well, I've tried that, and she often takes the side of the other party. If there was another party that I was speaking of, she would often take their side. And I'm like, why are you doing this to me? It's one thing to play devil's advocate, I get that, but she really just picks the other party's side, and I'm like, whatever. So I don't really talk to her about these type of things anymore. But I think we all have experienced jealousy and anger and whatever in our life before. And I just sit there and I think, I'm like, oh my God, my time is never going to come for this success, or this or that or whatever. But your time is not your time. Your time is God's time. And it could be years, it could be months, it could be days, it could be minutes, it could be hours. And we just have to try to be okay with that. So I'm going to try to finish this video super quick. But our timing is not our time. So, your timing, if you want something done within 6 months, but God says, oh, no, wait a year, then He's going to make you wait that year, because you're going to be more grown, you're going to be more spiritually grown, you're going to be more just grown, just mature. People learn and mature every single day. I've had a couple friends who I loved and adored and cared about super deeply for years and years and years, and recently, within the last couple months, they've disappeared from my life because they weren't, I guess God thought that they weren't what was best for me at the time, and with what I'm going through and everything. So He kind of gave me, my friend Jill says that if people give you the scissors, you should cut the cord. or cut the string or whatever. Like, if people show you, like, actively giving you, like, you know what I mean, like, giving you signs like they're not into it anymore, then you should cut the scissors or cut the string or whatever. And I had to do that with two literally amazing people who I loved and adored. One of them I don't love and adore anymore, but one of them I do. And I still check up on this person from time to time, to like make sure they're okay and make sure their family's good and like whatever. And my mom is still friends with them on social media because parents don't know how to use social media and they don't know how to use a block button like I do. But my mom doesn't post anything on Facebook, so it's fine. It's not like they're seeing new information or something. But when Hope graduates next week, I am gonna take a picture and I am going to tag my mom in it, so they will see it. But it's fine. I mean, I'm sure they're not looking. I'm sure they could care less about what my dog is doing, because they became very jealous that I had a dog. See, and that's the other thing, like, you would think, you sometimes experience jealousy, but God always calls us to be happy for our neighbors, and sometimes it's hard to be happy when you want something that they get so easily or that they have. Like, it's hard to be happy. It's hard to be, like, happy for them in their time of joy when you want that same joy. But God's timing is perfect, and He will always provide. He always provides you to be safe. He provides you to be happy. He provides you to be healthy. In some instances, I mean, that doesn't always work for everyone. Like, I know that I'm not a healthy person because I have chronic illnesses that I deal with. But He provides medication. He provides doctors. He provides everything. So, trust, as my friend Dan put in his bio on social media, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He shall direct your paths. I haven't uploaded this video yet because I just wanted to add something that was in my Sunday sermon that I felt was kind of important to this video. And again, it has to do with timing, and again, it has to do with praying and people giving up on prayer because they're not answered. And my priest basically said that we need to start praying for other people. So, like, if you have a grandmother, a friend, or whoever, even, like, your church friend or whatever, like, if you have nobody else who's Catholic, just, like, pray for a church friend or something, someone. Is that we need to start praying for somebody else, and we need to pray for their needs, and then once we do that, then God will see that, He was like, then He'll see that you're serious, and you're into it, and you're, like, there for Him, so then He'll start granting your prayers, which I was kind of frustrated at this, because if you know me, you know that I pray for a ton of people. I pray for my best friends, I pray for my family, I pray for my grandmother, I pray for my friends to get the treatment that they need, I pray for all of that stuff. And, not a lot of it has been happening, and I get frustrated. And I often, not that I'm wishing death at anybody, but I pray that my grandmother will go to, heaven and be with Jesus soon. Sorry, I was looking at a headline on the news. I pray that she'll go to heaven and be with Jesus soon, because it is really hard for me to sit here and watch somebody that I love pass away very, 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 very slowly. So if you didn't know, I have recently been diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder, and I had a mental breakdown. I went to the hospital and everything back in January. So I've been out for close to 7 months now. And that was a very, 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 very low point in my life. And I remember that when I was going through my mental issues, that the deacon just told my mom to have me keep praying, and I made it out of that alive. Not that I'm saying that I wouldn't have been alive, but it was a very, very dark place for me, and I was in a very dark place. And not that death was likely, but, it was there. But, whatever, you just gotta get through it, and I did. So I just wanted to tell you guys that keep praying for your friends who need it, pray for everyone, and then your prayers will start to be answered too. Even through the frustration, we just gotta keep going.